How's everybody doing? Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV. We are live right here, right now. We are live on May 15th. I think it's May 15th, 2018 at 1:27 p.m. Special guest today, Johnny Beane's in the house. Johnny Beane,
Hey,
how are you, man?
hey, what up, man?
What up? Thank you for being here, man. I just thought I'd ask. Johnny's a good sport, man, because when I decide to do a hangout, it's always at the last minute. It's not planned. It's just at the last minute. And I'll ask Johnny, I said, "Hey, man, do you want to go live?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be right there." So thank you,
Yeah,
Johnny, for being
I'm in
here,
the
man.
middle of like 20 things right now, but it's all good. There's always room for Joe, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh man, thank you very much, Johnny. I appreciate it, man. Oh, that's awesome. But I was wanting to talk a little bit about some guitar pedals, man. I have a few on my pedal board that I like to use. So, hey, Judd Lofthouse, he says, hello from the UK. Hey, man, how are you? Thanks for being here. And we'll give everybody a few minutes to start jumping in the chat here. But yeah, as you may or may not know, Brincy Rocks, how are you doing, sir? I love using the Boss Katana 100-watt head. I love using the effects loop. Hey, Center, what's going on, man? Thank you. So I have a little pedal board here that I like to use. And so these are the pedals that are on the pedal board. First, from Earthquaker Devices is the Dispatch Master, and I got some marks on there where I like my favorite settings. So I always like doing that with my pedals in case they get moved. And this is a fantastic pedal, man. It ran me, I'd say, probably about $250. So it's a reverb and delay in one.
Wow.
Is
I,
what
I
this.
like I like the telephone graphic on there. That's cool.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, Dispatch Master. That's pretty wild. And uh the AC power only, no battery, so you have to run it from the power supply. Awesome pedal, and another little delay pedal that is awesome for. I think this was $30. It's from Donner. This little pedal here, and what's this thing called? Is the Yellow Fall delay pedal. Is what this is, and it works great in the effects loop. I use this for more of a maybe a close slap back delay, maybe something like that.
Is that a reel to reel tape logo, or is that a
I
what's
think so.
the stuff that the DeLorean runs on?
Like the plutonium.
I was gonna let you say it.
You mean you made a time machine out of a DeLorean? Oh, this sucker's nuclear. Oh man, but no, that's these are yeah, those are my two delay pedals I like to use on the pedal board right there, and they work. They're great, man.
Wow.
Great pedals.
Yeah,
But
I'd like
that
to hear those, man. They look cool.
yeah, the Dispatch Master is really nice because I love using like I've seen videos on YouTube of people doing a huge like reverb and a little bit of delay. It has a lot of it's real mellow sound. It sounds ambient is what they call it, ambience kind of music, and it sounds really good. I've watched a couple of guys do that, and it's with a loop pedal, and it sounds fantastic. It sounds so big and huge, and I was like, man, how are they? So after doing some research, I came across that pedal. A lot of people use that Dispatch Master for that, and I have done a couple of videos with that on my channel. And but it's a fantastic pedal. If you've never looked into the Dispatch Master and you're looking for a great reverb and delay in one, check that out. The latest pedal I got is by Joyo, Joyo, and it's a classic chorus right here. And I did some research online and came across this, and I found it. I got it off Amazon. I think it was $35.
Mm-hmm.
And this does take a battery, or if you want to plug it in right there on the side. Either way. So it's a great chorus pedal. I really enjoy it, man. Durable. I mean, it's nice, man. Heavy duty built, And the last pedal on the chain the Boss RC3 Loop Station. I'm sure you are familiar with this pedal, as probably many others are.
Yeah, yeah. I've got the original one, the first one.
Okay.
The twin pedal, the double pedal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 That's right. I remember those. That's
the one that
awesome.
I have, and I still have loops. I still have stuff recorded in there from years ago.
Really? Okay.
Like 12 years, 13 years.
That's awesome, man.
Or whatever.
That long ago? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Let me address this chat here. Johnny, if you don't mind, we got Judd Lofthouse. How are you, sir? Brentsy Rocks is in the house. Center O. Simon Williams. He says, hi, Joe. Hope all is good. Thank you very much. Dry Heat 480. He says, what's happening, Joe? How are you doing? Dry Heat. Let's see. Bo Zeke says hello. All that. So thank y'all for joining. I know this is an odd time of day. This is the only time I can really go live unless it's on a Friday evening, but usually this is when I'll usually do these live things here. So again, thank you to Johnny for being here. I appreciate it. Now, Johnny, what can you tell me some about what you have on your pedal board? What some of the pedals that you use?
Oh, you mean like today?
Just any time, you know,
always,
just
always changing.
Okay.
Always changing. You know, you might not want to get the Velcro, man, because you'll be on to the next thing, you know. The only thing that stays on there is the tuner, and even now that's changed because now I've got the snark.
Snark, yes.
Thanks to James Orcutt.
Right.
You know, that's what I've been using.
Yeah.
Snark.
Yes, amazing tuners. Where did my snark go? It's back there somewhere. I got two of them. I got a red one and a black one, and they're phenomenal tuners. Awesome. Yeah, I don't have a tuner pedal on my pedal board. I've never had a tuner pedal. You know, nah,
Mm-hmm. Way back in the day, I didn't use a tuner. You know, but I don't think I played with a bass player either, so it didn't matter. If it's just guitar and drums, it doesn't matter what you're tuned to.
Well, that's true.
You know? So go back 20-something years when it was just me and a drummer for a long time. I don't recall ever having a tuner. I would just show up and whatever I was tuned to, we would just jam.
Oh, my goodness.
You know? And I've got the tapes, man. I've got so many cassettes from that stuff. So many. Our metal stage, Johnny, you look like you're ready for a blues gig.
Johnny's juke joint. Yeah.
I do. we got what is it? We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, that's right. It's rock and roll.
But no, as far as my pedal board, like right now, which it's down here. Let's see. I've got the Boss tuner, you know, the white one. I've got that. That goes into the Friedman BEOD. I got that going into the MXR Super Comp. It's a compressor. And that's going into the Boss Octave OC2. You know, the original. And then that kind of goes into the Boss Super Chorus. And I've got that running through the Echoplex delay.
Very nice.
So that's basically that's my setup, you know,
for right
now. But like I said, it changes all the time.
That is,
you never know. Awesome. You never know what you're going to need for recording and
right.
Especially for recording, you're always changing stuff up. You know, for a live gig, you pretty much narrow it down to you know your key effects, and then sometimes for a gig I'll have a couple extra pedals on the side, you know, like not plugged in. And let's say we get there, we run through a sound check, and if that one particular pedal isn't working, you know, like it just doesn't cut it, I'll switch to the other, like the other, you know, overdrive or the other, whatever it is. You know, delay, and see how that works. And so a lot of times, if you look at, I'll take, you know, a lot of times I'll take these pictures like looking down at my gear.
Yeah. Right.
You'll see the guitar, you'll see my shoes, you'll see the pedal board or whatever. A lot of times, if you look at that board, either at a live place or in the studio or whatever, you'll see random other pedals just like sitting around, and that's why, because I'm trying them out and testing them out and stuff.
Very cool, man. Very interesting. That's awesome. Simon Williams is, I guess he's, I don't know if that means off to bed. Well, I think he means off to band practice. Okay, Simon Williams, have a good one. Judd Lofthouse says he just got the Boss GE7. It's a great booster. Are you familiar with that, Johnny?
The Boss GE7. I'm not sure. I don't know the name. Is that is it brand new? Is it one of their newest ones?
I'm not familiar with it myself either. So well, anyway, congratulations, Mr. Lofthouse, on that recent acquirement. That's awesome. Let us know in the chat how you like it, man. Is it a new thing from Boss? Is it something that's been out for a little bit? 802 Blues. Hey guys, what's up? 802 Blues, man. Haven't seen you in a long time, man. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your kind comment on the video the other day. That was really cool, man. Thank you so much. Mr. Bruce is in the house. Mr. Bruce, how are you doing, man? Dry Heat 480. Boss tuners are nice to kill the signal. Wow. I've never had a Boss tuner. I don't know, but
they add their own tone.
Oh, do they? Okay. Spanky McAllister says, hi, Joe. And Mr. Rockin' Dave Byron is in the house. Everybody subscribe to Dave Byron, man. Good guy. Great, fantastic guitar player on both ends of the spectrum, jamming on electric and classical. Amazing guitar player.
I was watching some of his videos late the other night.
Yes.
And cool. He was playing a gig. It looked like he was in a restaurant.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Right.
And he was rocking out, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's the real deal. What was you going to say about the Boss tuner, Johnny? I'm sorry. You said it has its own tone or something?
Well, you can actually use it. You can, I forget, you can feed other sources into it. The Boss tuner, right? I forget. I guess if I looked at it, I can tell you. But I remember when we were when I was in the Mayfire, we were in the studio, and I'm thinking we plugged like an actual Echoplex into it.
Oh wow!
Like I was using it for like I was using it to boss. I was using it to boss people around, and no. I was using it for a tuner, but also I was using it we were using it for some other feature too. I can't remember what it was. Oh, the GE7 is the graphic EQ. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Is that the twin? I used to have the Boss twin pedal graphic EQ. I had that one, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I remember I was in another band up in Sacramento, and we had a gig coming up at this theater, this like huge place, and the singer was a piano player. He was like the main guy in the band, and he wanted me to use this EQ, to shape my my tone, and we were like I was saying, sound check. We get to the sound check, and immediately, I'm playing it, and I'm like, this doesn't work. So I just ripped it right out, and was basically cranking my PV 5150 that night. So,
by the way, did you ever get that head fixed?
No,
I didn't either. I hadn't gotten mine done yet either.
No, I don't know if and when I ever. It's like the Music Man guitar. I don't know when that'll ever be refretted, if ever, because it's too expensive. It's to put $300 into. I mean,
is that what it is for the refretting job? $300.
I think that's I think that's where it starts. Yeah,
man, because you've had that guitar since what? When they came out in the 90s?
Since 92.
Dang, man.
And it's not a main guitar anymore. And it's gotten to the point now where it's too special. It's too special of a guitar, and it's too valuable of a guitar to.
It is. To you don't want to take it out anywhere. I wouldn't. I mean,
I don't. Plus, That's my main guitar right there, you know. So
It's a nice guitar. It's a nice Strat. Very nice, man. Very nice. Let's see. Dave Byron says no. It's an older single stomp box. Okay, so it's not the twin, Johnny, that you were asking about the graphic EQ pedal. It's a single stomp box. Dave Byron is putting that information in there. That's cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. When I do the music with my partner Jason, Shambara and Wentz, my side project, I like to do. I like to use the PreSonus software. I got the Audio Box USB 96 interface, and thanks to Center for letting me know about that quite some time back, and so I purchased that, and that is a great setup for recording music and all this cool stuff. But the built-in EQs on that thing, because now you're using what they call plugins. You know, when you're adding effects onto interface, software and stuff, right? And man, the EQs on that thing are amazing, and how it just brings everything out. Now I'm starting to understand how to, which it's progressing slowly. It's getting a little bit better, but it's getting to where now I'm learning how to double track my stuff, and I'll split the instead of everything like this is the your balance meter, right, on that one track, like track 6 or whatever. If I'm doing a guitar track, you can slide it. The more you slide it to the left, the more that track is going to go to the left side, right? Put it, you can. So what I do is panning, yes,
panning, yeah.
I pan it to the left, and then I double track it on 8, and I'll pan that some to the right, and I'll put the volume levels not exactly the same, but you offset them, and it kind of offset, and it just makes it a bigger sound. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it huge, and so I do that with every instrument. His drum track, my rhythm guitar, the bass, keyboard, if any, stuff like that. So speaking of that, also, man, there was a video that was done by a YouTuber called Adventures by George. He done it yesterday. He went to Jason's storage unit where Jason plays his drum parts. When he send them to me through WhatsApp, which is a great app. If nobody's familiar with WhatsApp, it's a fantastic app for that purpose. If you want to send video clips back and forth if you're jamming with somebody, they can get that video, they can download it, and the quality doesn't decrease. And you can that's how I do everything. It's a long process, but hey, Jim Guidry, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing good, brother. And
hey, Jim.
So I put in the links below this video. It's called Drumming with Shambara and Wentz, and it's a video that his name's Greg George did yesterday. He went to as I said, Jason's storage unit, shot videos of him drumming and everything, and how he does everything, how he sets up his whole thing. And it's in the description, man. Click that link and watch that video. That's my buddy Jason. That's the other half of Shambara and Wentz. And it's very interesting how, he does his part. And y'all pretty much know how I do mine. I mean, I'm sitting right here, and I got the laptop sitting here with the software going. So I'm looking, I got the phone sitting right here too on a little tripod. So when I'm looking up, I catch myself looking straight at the camera, but what I'm looking at is the meter on the, you know what I mean, on the software. So I'm making sure everything's in time, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I take videos of that, and then you have to take all that and sync everything up with the audio, and it's fun though. It's time consuming. Like I said, I'm still learning, still scratching the surface on this, but it's really cool, man. Look at that link below for Drumming with Shambara and Wentz. It's very cool. If you haven't seen that, check it out. He did a fantastic job on editing and everything else. It's really cool. Hey, Miss Sonia, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So yeah, it's just fun to do, man. Music takes me away relieve stress and all that good stuff. I love playing. I love making music, man. It's awesome.
Yes.
Did you fall asleep?
No, I'm here. You froze for like 2 seconds.
Oh, I did. Oh, I'm sorry.
or maybe I did. One of us did.
I was saying that music is a wonderful thing. I love to play it. It takes me away from the real world, you know, and you can just kind of get lost in your own thing and just create, right? So
yeah, well, that's what I'm doing today, man.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah,
after we're done here, that's what I got to do.
Oh, cool.
Create.
Yeah, I was wanting to play some today, and I said, no, I think I'll just go live for a little bit. Just go live because I really don't have a lot of time to put anything together. So the best thing to do when you're crunched for time is just to go live. That way there's no editing or nothing like that you have to worry about. It is what it is, and then it's done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you like, Johnny? Well, I know you go live a lot on your channel when you have your your show, but do you think about doing some pre-recorded things sometimes with guitar and stuff like that? I know you've done that, but it's been kind of rare. I usually see you go live a lot.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know, I go live on my channel Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific out here in California. So generally you can always count on those 2 times to actually, we'll be live. There are times, there were a couple times during the year where I'll go live every day, during the month, for a challenge called Veda, vlog every day it's either April or August. Well, it's both. VEDA, hashtag VEDA, you'll see, on my channel, you'll see a playlist that says SSS VEDA. And that's like, I don't know, a couple hundred videos of a lot of it's going live. A lot of it is pre-recorded. So it's a good combination of both,
Okay.
Different things. And I do like guitar lessons and reviews, little, reviews and unboxings and even food reviews. I haven't done any of those for a while, but
yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
I was actually I was thinking about that new chicken chalupa. The thing is, though, man, I have chickens, you guys. I don't know if you guys know this. I actually have like a flock of chickens outside, and I cannot sit in the car and eat chicken and look at them.
Oh wow,
can't do it. I hate it.
Yeah,
I feel horrible.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I do, different combinations of different stuff. And actually, I will have a couple. I don't know if I was going to go live or pre-record this one particular video I was going to do. I don't know. I might go live with it because that's the thing these days is everybody wants you to go live. That's
Yes.
the big thing now on YouTube. Now with the mobile app being able to go live, and you can go live now with the desktop version.
Right.
That's what people want to see. They want to see that, and they want to be a part of it. So like right now we've got the chat going here.
Hey Ben.
And it gives people more of an experience, I think.
It does, and you can communicate with the audience. You can have that instant communication, and I like that.
And you can ban people on the spot.
Yeah.
Where's the rent? Who's got a rent? Brent. There we go.
That's right. That's right. But I remember when YouTube first had this feature, this live feature, the app. Remember that? Because you and I were talking about it, and then when it happened, we told each other about it, and we went live immediately. Remember that? That's been quite some time ago, but I remember that. That was
I think we did a video. Was it you and I? Did we do a video on that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We talked about it, and
yes, absolutely. Yeah, we did. We did quite a few videos, man. Randall Fisher is in the house. Hey, Randall Fisher, how are you doing, man?
Hey, dude.
Ben Coombs. Dave Byron says he's going to put up a video soon on how I do warm-up exercises in 10 minutes. It works great when you don't have a lot of time. I'm looking forward to that because I'm always crunched for time, man. Sean Zimmerman, Joe Wentz, and Johnny Beane. Let's see. but was that Bumble Best? I think this guy's a Woovian. Aha, yes, that is correct. I am a Woovian. The circle of goodness. Absolutely. I think Johnny is too. Johnny likes Adam the Woo. Yeah.
I am too. Definitely.
Yeah. I love Adam the Woo, man. Ben Coombs, now I get to see how the pros do a hangout. Oh. Okay. Ben, what's up, man?
Hey, Joe, do I sound okay?
Yeah.
Sibilance.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. JJ's House of Jams. That's Jaden James, man. Y'all subscribe to his channel as well. He says, hey, everyone.
Hey, JJ.
What's going on, man? Bumblebus says, yep, me too. Awesome, man. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for being here. Well, I love talking guitars, mainly music, chatting with friends like Johnny here and Ben Coombs, Dave Byron, Jim Guidry, Center, Adam EVH. All these people, man, subscribe to their channels. They're fantastic. Johnny's is Johnny Beane. Is it Johnny Beane TV, right?
Johnny Beane TV, I think, is what we changed. We changed the name of the channel to that. Remember? Yeah, we were doing that at the same time too.
Yeah, we talked about it, but I just want to make sure that's what yours still is. Johnny Beane TV.
That's what it's called. Although if you just Google my name, and it's like
you just Google Johnny Beane, it pops up everywhere. Yeah,
first or second thing that comes up, you know.
Right. Yeah. So this is for those of you who are new here. If you are new subscribers, number one, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and thank you. Welcome to the channel. My name's Joe. This is my channel, the Joe Wentz Project TV. I love doing guitar related videos, guitar stuff. I love Van Halen, as you know, and Back to the Future, Star Wars, Adam the Woo, of course, and chatting with friends and just having a good time, because life is too short. Life is busy, and I'm always on the road. I drive a truck for a living, which won't be long. I have to leave to go to work, and but it's nice to be able to chat with friends for a little while here. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And Johnny, thank you again for being here. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, anytime, dude.
Really appreciate it. I've known Johnny. What about Chachi? Johnny. I've known Johnny for quite some time, and he's always been real kind and let me do interviews with him, hangouts, and vice versa. And I've always remembered that and always hold Johnny in high regards, man. He's always helped me out with stuff. So I look at Johnny as one of my mentors on stuff like this, to tell you the truth.
Well, yeah. I mean, any question you have. Well, when we first met, you know,
I was asking you questions after questions after questions, you know, and you were telling, you was like, this is what you need to do this right here. If you need me, here's, you know, contact me here. And then I said, okay. So when I went back to my channel, this was last year sometime. I went way back, and it said, you know, podcast or whatever it was with Johnny Beane. And I listened to it, man, my audio was horrible because I was just using I had this old crappy laptop that's over there thrown in this box with all this other junk I need to get rid of. And your audio, of course, was, you know, this is Johnny TV. Well, I mean, it was all perfect, you know, and mine was all. I was like, oh God. But Johnny was a good sport, man. He was a good sport. He didn't slam me. He didn't say nothing. He just.
I didn't charge you $75 an hour.
Didn't charge me $75, but it was a learning process, and Johnny did help me, and I always appreciate that, man. That was awesome. So, and I try to pass if some, you know, to people here that might need help. I've some of my friends here. I've tried to pass the knowledge on to them, because that's what it's about, man. It's about helping each other. You know, there's no sense in, oh, it's a secret, I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you it's a secret. I mean, that's ridiculous. Come on, you know. And I've ran into a couple people like that, and you know, it's sad, but those relationships fell through. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you meet people like that, and I hate that.
Truck?
Huh? Did I do what? Did I do what?
You mean with your truck?
Oh my goodness! You so crazy. Man, let's see. Ben Coombs, he says, you and Johnny have been a huge help. Well, thank you, Ben. There you go, man. That's how you do. Steve Anderson's in the house. Hey, Mr. Anderson, how are you, sir?
Steve.
So yeah, there's a bunch of nice people in this community. that I try to help support as well, because it's just like Adam would say, it's a circle of goodness, right? And if you just keep that going, man, good things come back around, sooner or later. I believe that anyway. I don't believe in just being rude to somebody for no reason,
Mm-hmm. Well, you even have to be rude. Some people, they'll hate you no matter what.
Just no matter what. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got some of those people too. Believe me. It's just, they're like, F you. I'm like, okay. That's cool, man. Have a good day. Don't fall off that pier when you walk off there, so, but, but it's just, you just have to take the high road, man, and be a bigger person. That's all,
Yeah. Oh, just be nice.
Just it's common sense, So
yeah, just treat people the way you would want to be treated yourself.
It's the golden rule, man, isn't it? I'm telling you.
Unless you like, people being mean to you, I guess.
Nah, that's just, I don't put up with it. I just, like you said, you can ban them or delete them. That's the lovely thing about social media,
The wrench.
Yeah.
Like Brent's got one. Look at that.
Brentsy rocks. Brentsy rocks, man. He's got it going on, man. Brentsy rocks is a good guy. He's always got nice things to say. He's always there to support in the chat. Thank you, Brent, man. I really appreciate it. I tell you, Brent has a good time now. Come on, Johnny. You've seen Brent's Facebook. Brent has a good time. He's out there. He's like, woo! He's out there jamming and partying, man. He's having a good time.
Brent and I, we've talked on the phone for hours, man.
Brent,
I know Brent. I know Brent.
Yeah, Brent's he's a cool dude, man.
He is.
He's a cool dude. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Sonia. Thank you for those kind words. Thank you so much. Yeah, Miss Sonia, if you're not familiar with Johnny Beane here, check him out. Check out his channel, Johnny Beane TV on YouTube. It's a great channel, man. He's a great dude, man. Let's see here. Sean Zimmerman, I could talk to anyone about guitar. That's why I come here, to people that don't get sick of talking about them as well. I don't get sick of talking about that either, my friend. Yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate that very much. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, Brent, it's our pleasure, man. Our pleasure. Dave Byron, yes, Ben, Joe has been a huge well, it's just, hey, man, I see, some great people coming on here, and I see the love for what they do with guitar, and this is the platform to do it on, right, Johnny? I mean, this is it. YouTube. YouTube is the platform to be. Would you agree?
Oh man, it's if we would have, we couldn't have dreamed of doing something like this, 20 years ago.
No way.
It's I mean, it's definitely, it's not it's not everything. You still got to go outside.
Right.
You still got to do your thing, but it makes it's such a great tool now to be able to reach or build an audience.
It is. Absolutely.
I've met so many people. I mean, not only through doing this, but I've met people in real life doing this. I mean, and so have you.
Yes,
I've seen you over at Nesdall's house.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was really cool. That's
with awesome. The clothespin on your nose.
Clothespin on my nose. Oh my God, that's wrong. Dave, he gonna piss Dave off, man. Come on now. Oh my goodness, Mr. Dave's he's a good soul, man. Johnny's gotta talk smack about Dave all the time. Oh my goodness. Oh. Lord of mercy. Miss Sonia makes this.
I get enough of it from him offline. Man,
oh, okay. So. Well, okay. I will. Okay, then I won't. I can't say nothing. Then if y'all just go back and forth, that's funny though. Miss Sonia makes a statement. She chimes in. I've been subbed to Johnny Beane's channel for a while. He's wonderful. Okay, well there you go. That's awesome, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
Sean Zimmerman. Yep, I've been watching nearly since they started talking. Yeah, I've been watching them for quite some time. Dave Byron, 20 years ago, it was musicians wanted. Yep, that's right. When you would go to the music store or whatever, and you look at that that board they'd have back there, have all those, guitarists looking for a guitarist, looking for a bass player to join a band, and all, which you still kind of see that. But the last time that I remember when I went to the Guitar Center here, that board was very sparse. I mean, there was hardly no things up there. It's far and few between. Most of it was stuff for like church, come to, South End Baptist Church services between two. I mean, I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't really remember seeing that a lot on a music store back in the day, and then you would see little cards for like guys that teach guitar and all that. But as far as the people that make the ads with the, notebook, paper, and pen, or type them out or whatever, you didn't see a lot of that.
Well, speaking of Guitar Center, I've got several different locations near me, and I go up to Walnut Creek, California, for a job that I have. I've been going on Thursdays these days, or Wednesdays or Thursdays lately, but there's like 3 different guitar centers that I hit up, during that day. And one of them, like the board you're talking about, is tiny. There's nothing there. One of the other ones is there's some stuff there. There's a location in San Jose, California, where the board is still it's huge and it's just cluttered.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, San Jose.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the one down here, man. It's so I was just my little brain, I was thinking, well, I guess because it's not cluttered is one or two things. Either there's nobody really looking for anybody to play with down here, or they're just using social media to interact with other musicians. Is what I thought. Instead of driving and looking for ads, they can just pick up their phone and do it right there. There was a site that I used to use years ago. What was it called? Oh man, I can't remember the name of it now. But you could get on there and you could look for other musicians in your area, but it only let you go so far until they wanted you to pay to be a member. You couldn't get all the bells and whistles unless this guy lives 5 miles from me. I like to contact him. If you'd like to contact this member, please sign up for membership. And I was like, oh, come on, So I did that for a couple of months to see how it would work.
They're like, start a band with the guy next door.
Yeah, and so it didn't last long because it just a bunch of, I don't mean to be rude, but a lot of the so-called musicians around here, they're hard to find. Mainly it's just people that really haven't been playing long, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying nothing bad, but it's like, when you want to start something serious, it's hard to find other players that are serious in this area, So it's just hard to find.
Well, that's the cool thing about you, doing your online thing,
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's, like I said, I love doing that, my own thing here, and do my collaborations with Jason or Jim or whoever. And you can, even Dave Byron said this. He goes, you can, it's cool to go to gigs and do gigs, but you can have your own gig by setting up your smartphone, going YouTube Live if you have a band or a duo or whatever. If you have a great rehearsal space, there's your live gig right there, and you can reach a whole lot more people a lot quicker. Now, I thought that was a great analogy, and I thought that was a great way to look at things, really. So it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yes, Dave Byron. Thank you. BandMix, bandmix.com. And I'm not putting the site down. The site was great. It was just for in this area. You know what I'm saying? It was just and I paid for membership for a little, it's probably about maybe, I don't know, a few months, something like that. And you have a message in your inbox on BandMix. You look at it, it's like, hey, I've been playing, and you look at it and you're like, oh, that sounds good. And you look, it's like, I'm 18 years old. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, no, man, I can't do that. And it's like some, I was like, nah, that ain't going to work. You know,
You can't even get into the club.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm an old man compared to that. You know, I'm like, that's not going to work. You know, and but you know, but I'm not associated with that no more. I still have an account, but I haven't even went on there to check. I keep getting emails in my account saying you have unread messages on your BandMix thing. I was like, yeah, they're gonna stay unread too. I don't have time for that.
Well,
I don't
that
have
guy's
time to
like,
be.
that dude's like 50 now, so
Yeah,
he's been messaging you this entire time. Now you
yeah,
guys can
yeah.
he can get in.
I don't have time to be in a band. That's so bad. Yeah. Come on, kid, you're good to go now. Yeah. Sean Zimmerman chimes in. There isn't many people right close to me that jam. I live in a small town outside of Pittsburgh. It's the same way. Yes, Mr. Zimmerman. That's how it is here, man.
The Guitar Center, it depends on the location too of the Guitar Center. If it's a smaller one that's in like a strip mall,
right.
you're not
Right.
going to really see much on that board. But if it's its own location, it's a big location,
right.
that's where you see the bigger boards. And
that's the way the Guitar Center is here. It's in like a strip mall deal. That's the way it is here. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense, man.
yeah.
Is it Bumblebis? It says, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I apologize. Bumblebis. Okay, there we go. No such thing as a music store listings for local musicians anymore. I'm telling you, man, that's what I believe it. I really do. Because when I went down there, I was like, man, there's nothing on there. Not around here.
Yeah. Everything's
R2, R3.
online now.
Yeah, it is. Everything's online now. R2, R3 says, I'll catch y'all later. Back to work. Joe and Johnny, you guys rock. Thank you, R2, R3 locking up, man. Thank you. Being here.
See you, man.
Let's see. Sean Zimmerman, we still have a Guitar Center was that Monroeville? And they still have flyers that you can put ads in for musicians. Wow. Okay.
Huh? Cool. Where?
He said Monroeville. Monroeville.
Oh, I thought he said Roseville.
Nah, Monroeville.
I was gonna say, if you're in Roseville, I know where that is. I've been to that Guitar Center.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't been to. We'll be going to the Guitar Center. I know pretty soon, probably. I need to get some more strings. I'm down on getting low on strings here, on packs of strings, and I have to say now, I've always been a T.J.W.P user, electric guitar strings. I've always loved those strings. When I got the Jim Jr., my son got me a pack of Ernie Ball, I want to say Super Slinkies. And when he set up my guitar for me, he put those strings on. And so far, man, I like them. It's been a long time since I've used Ernie Ball strings, man. Long time. But these are great strings so far. So I was like, wow. You know, so far, so good. Let's see. What strings do you use, Johnny?
I used oh, wait a minute. I accidentally just sent somebody a mad emoji face. I better change that.
Oh, Lord of mercy. You said what?
They don't let you change it.
Uh-oh. Just put my bad. I didn't mean to put that, something like that.
There we go. Thumbs up.
Guitar strings. What guitar strings do you like to use?
I've used a Dario for like 20-something years, and had the endorsement for a long time with them, and was, it was cool. They had my face on their website and everything. It was awesome. I think I still use those, but I've been using Ernie Ball.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, it depends on the guitar I'm playing. I use different. I use different brands. Although I use like, let's say this Fender Strat here. I use 10s. So anything like this, anything with like a regular tremolo, hardtail, I use 10s. Anything with a Floyd Rose, locking nut, I'll use 9s.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's been D'Addario, Ernie Ball. I'm gonna be using DRs. That's what I'm
I have
gonna
a
do.
set of those. I have a set of those. Actually, I still have a set right now. I got the multicolored neon because I thought it would look cool on well, I was wanting to get the yellow Ibanez, right? And but I got the white instead, so I put them on one of my Wolfgangs, and I thought they looked cool, man. I'd be getting a lot of slack about it, but these are great strings. And
Those will still look cool on the white one.
yeah, I got them on the.
It looked like a cake. It looked like the white
Yeah.
frosting and like the.
I got I got them on the white frosting. I got them stay frosty.
Stay frosting.
Yeah, I got these on the all natural Wolfgang right now, and they play great, man. You know, so
wait, so the strings on your Wolfgang are different colors?
On the all natural, yeah, you can't tell on camera when I'm doing a live thing or whatever, but it's these right here, gauge 9 to 42, and they play great, man. I've always loved wild colors, man. Even when I was a kid, you know, like when Live Without a Net, when Eddie's out there with those pink jump pants he's wearing, you know, playing, you know, I had a pair of those. I even had a pair of green ones. Can you believe that? My gosh, I look back now, I'm like, what in the world? So, but that was the thing back in the 80s, man. Wild colors, right? It was just the way it was. Let's see.
Well, you know, I wear red pants.
Yeah.
You know, dude, I'm wearing red pants right now. Look at this.
What?
You know, I'm into the wildness too, dude.
There you go. It's a wild, wild life. It's Spanky McAllister wants to know, Joe, where is the closest guitar center to you, Mr. McAllister? It's about the only one here in town. It's probably about 25, 30 minutes away. So it might not take that long if traffic wasn't so bad. You have to go through downtown Greenville and all that. It's horrible traffic. Sean Zimmerman, yeah, it's like a newspaper, but news for musicians, and people put ads in for bands and musicians and whatnot. Yeah, if he's talking about BandMix. Dave Byron, I remember when Guitar Center first opened in Chicago back in 1980. The board was huge and musicians were plentiful. Wow. Guitar Center, because I was watching another channel. What is his name? Is his name Beato? Dick Beato? Are you familiar with his channel, Johnny? He's a producer, recording all that stuff in Atlanta, which is about 3.5 hours from here. And he's got a great channel, man, and that guy's the real deal. But I remember him talking about Guitar Center. He done a thing with 2 other guys about Guitar Center, and Guitar Center was something else. Before Guitar Center, I guess, took over the name, whatever, it was something else, and I can't remember what it was called. Maybe somebody in the chat would know.
Before Guitar Center, or
maybe it was maybe they were talking about a store in Atlanta that was called something else before Guitar Center bought it out. Maybe that's what it was. I might be getting that mixed up, but that's a great channel. Man, he is amazing musician as well. Not only producer and recording engineer and all that. He's top shelf, man. Man, he done. I watched some of his last night. One of his videos last night. He said, "What like the name of his the video was What Makes This Song Great," and they was talking about "In Your Eyes" by Peter Gabriel, and he broke down. He was all right. They had 2 drummers on that song. I didn't know that. And he broke down each track and let you hear each track individually, and then he started playing it on the pads and the keyboard, how it is in the song. He started playing it and telling you what key everything was in. I was like, my God, he's awesome, man. He's awesome. Brincy Rocks uses DR strings as well.
Nice.
Spanky McAllister says, I'm going to try those Billy Gibbons strings that come in 7 or 8s. Holy smokes, man. Don't use those with a Floyd Rose. I've heard because they'll slip, right, Johnny? I've heard they'll slip through the locking nut because they're too small. That's what I've heard. That's just what I heard. You know, Johnny's always got to go
slip off the guitar.
Yeah, you sit there and lock the thing down, and you'll sit there and do a dive bomb. Everything's out of tune. I was like, uh-oh.
They disappear.
Yeah. 802 Blues. I use 11 to 48 Ernie balls on everything I play. I hear you, 802. I use 9 to 42s on everything. Yeah, I just stay with one gauge. It's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Bumble Abyss, huh?
Different gauge strings. It does make a difference with feel, definitely, but also with sound.
Oh, it does. Yeah,
You know?
it does. Yeah, it really does. Bumble Best says online collabs just isn't the same as jamming live. Maybe I'm old fashioned. I agree. There's nothing like jamming with somebody right there in the same room, and I'm all for that. I wish I could do that with Jason or whoever, anybody. But with my situation, the only way I'm going to be able to jam with people is online collaborations, But I agree, man. There's nothing like being in that same room and getting that vibe off each other and playing. You can't beat that, man. But with my schedule, driving, being on the road all the time, I can't have any live jams with anybody. It's just because I won't get home to like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready to leave here in a few minutes to go to work, and I'll be driving all through the afternoon, all through the night, and then drive an hour back home to get here, and then go to bed, get up and do it again the next day. So you're looking at 14, 15-hour days, man, every day. So no band for me. It's only online collaborations is the only thing I can do.
What was your last jam? I remember I saw the video. What was one of your last jams the one when you were down visiting with Nesdal?
Actual jam, yeah. Yeah, actual jamming with some people. Yeah, that was not this past Christmas, but Christmas before. Yeah, so yeah, there were some guys over there when Dave was down at his dad and stepmother's house. I think it's people they're really good friends with, and they see these guys all the time performing at I think it's called the Asheville Guitar Bar or something. Great guys, man. Great musicians. Holy smokes, man. They were that one guy was there that you talked about, Johnny, that was in the guitar magazines back in the day, and I can't remember what his name was. The guy that wore the sunglasses and had the little slide on his finger that and he would play those cigar box type guitars all the time. And I can't remember his name.
What was his name?
I can't remember, but
it was like
man.
the like the Hellcasters or something.
Yeah. And all those guys, I mean, their whole living room was full of nothing but guitar players and singers, and they asked me if I wanted to. Well, Dave's father asked me if I wanted to come in. I was like, sure, So I show up with my club combo amp there, and my all natural Wolfgang, which at that time I just got. I hadn't had it long, and it was fun. But I didn't, it was kind of like being thrown into something that because I didn't know what songs they were going to do. I didn't know, but it was all right. It was fun. I was, it took me a few minutes. Cause everybody sometimes, if somebody's, plays things different sometimes, even though it's still the same song. So I sit there and I watch for a few minutes, and I'd watch the guy's hands, and I said, oh, okay, I see what they're doing now. And you just fall into the rhythm and everything. But then it was funny because when it come in the middle of the song, you're like, well, who's going to solo here? And usually it was this one guy over here. He's I'm friends with him on Facebook, but I guess he's not real active. And I think his name is Craig St. John, I think. Man, fabulous guitar player and singer. And they were doing all kind of cool stuff, man. Doobie Brothers, Pink Floyd, even some Prince, all kinds. So that was my last actual time getting with somebody. And that was, like 2 days after that is when I got sick. And then Dave got really sick. And y'all were saying, we call it the Joe Wentz Project. Y'all were saying all that stuff. And I was like, oh, thanks a lot, guys.
I remember that.
That's when I got the flu.
That was Christmas, last Christmas before, yeah.
Yeah, I caught the flu, man, and man, I was sick because I remember going there, man, it was cold, and I forgot to take my jacket, man, it was cold. But let me hit up some of these people, man. Zach, hey Zach, how are you doing, man? He says, hey Johnny and Joe. Hey, oh Zach. My goodness, and Bozique boss just walked into the office. I got to go. Oh man, don't get no trouble, Bozique. Holy smokes, man. Oh man, don't get no trouble, man. Brent C. Rocks DR10's pure blues for him. Let's see. Sonny says, I also prefer the D'Addario strings audio as well. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see. Sonia says, closest Guitar Center for me is in Dallas, 240 miles away. Whoo, wow. Thank God for online, right? Man. Holy smokes. Man, golly.
And I thought 45 minutes was far.
Oh, there we go. Bumblebiss. Rick Beato. I couldn't remember his name. Thank you for, Yes. Rick Beato. He is, man, look him up on YouTube, man. Holy crap. Johnny, you should check him out, man. Man.
Sounds familiar.
Rick Beato, Beato, Rick Beato. Yeah, he was unbelievable, man. I was just like, golly. He records bands. Well, I think now he's got his own studio and all that, and I think he just kind of does it every now and again, but he's done it for years, and man, he's amazing. He is just unbelievable. Let's see, Mr. Bruce. Rick Beato does a great video on why V8's Running with the Devil is a great song, and he goes into cool detail. That's right, Mr. Bruce. Yeah, I like when he does those. That's what it's called. What makes this song great? And yeah, you're right. He breaks down each track individually and talks about it. And yeah, it's fabulous, man. Fabulous. Dave Byron, rockin' Dave. He says 11 to 48's on his Les Paul, 10's on his Floyd Rose. All right, man. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, for me, 10s always just felt a little heavy with the Floyd. You know, just a little heavy, but but they feel normal to me on a regular guitar.
Okay. Wow. All right, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. It is 2:23. I have to leave in like 10 minutes. I have to get out of here. The time got away from me. I wasn't paying attention. But I'd like to thank Johnny Beane again for being here. Thank you, Johnny, so much for being here, man.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
Anytime, man.
Yes, y'all check out Johnny Beane TV right here. Subscribe to his channel, man. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Is there anything you want to plug, Johnny, before we go? Anything you want to say?
Taco Bell's Naked Chicken Chalupa is where it's at. Just
right
for you if you're going to be on the road, you know. No, we're going live over on my channel at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, 5 o'clock Pacific. We'll be talking with Jared Frost. He'll be on with us talking about his he did an Eddie Van Halen guitar solo competition, so he wanted to come on and talk about that. And actually, we're going to have a guest on Friday. This Friday, we're going to have somebody on. So tune in for that. All good. All good stuff. And yeah, I'm starving, man. I haven't had breakfast. There's no food here. There's nothing.
There's no food there. Oh my goodness.
All I have is water.
Oh man, y'all need to go to the store, man, and make a grocery run.
So I gotta get. You know what? Well, I'll tell you afterwards. But yeah. So I got to get something to eat, and then I got to hit the studio myself and do some recording and stuff, and then I got to get back here for live at 8 o'clock Eastern first. You know,
right?
Which is coming up.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. So, all righty. Thank you again, Johnny. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. God bless. If you're watching on the replay, please subscribe. And here's another video for you. Until then, we'll see you next time. This is Joe with the Joe Wentz Project TV. Bye-bye.